So here's the deal with the debt ceiling. It's just not working. Since 1940, lawmakers have increased the debt ceiling, which is the limit on debt that the government sets for itself, nearly 100 times. As spending has gotten really out of control, the ceiling has been raised 10 times over the last decade alone. This overspending has saddled taxpayers with a debt of over $14 trillion, nearly the size of our entire economy. Why then would some in Washington want to increase the ceiling again? The fear is that by allowing the national debt to exceed the debt ceiling, we would signal to lenders of our debt that we're bankrupt, and we'd default. Is it true? Yes and no. Like a person with credit card debt, Washington won't default so long as it continues to pay the interest payments on its debt, which it can pay. The $200 billion in interest payments Congress owes this year will be more than covered by the $2.2 trillion it will collect in taxes. Plus, if Washington had to, it could pay all of its bills for months by doing things like selling stuff it owns but doesn't really use, shifting cash around, and borrowing money from the Federal Reserve that doesn't actually count for the debt ceiling. That still would only be a band-aid that hides the real problem. The amount the government takes in is only 60% of what it spends, so we will go bankrupt. Spending has increased far above its healthier historic average, and without reform, we'll shoot way up and never look back. If we really want to avoid default, lawmakers should worry less about raising the ceiling in the next few weeks, and more about cutting spending now. Send this video to others, so they too learn the facts you'll only find beyond the headlines.